I'm gonna lie to you. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I am happy to be back. I'm happy for the 9 views. I'm happy for all of that. So, without further ado, welcome back. Welcome back to this TSG Live. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hold on. It's been a minute. I wanted to get back into my Wnba. Actually, before anything, I just want to go over. We gonna get this together. Don't worry about it. Welcome back, everybody. This TSG Live, and please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You already know the vibes. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but let's get into the Wnba 2026 season. I know that I'm late to the party as far as posting, but I've been keeping up like I do. The Minnesota Lynx, my GOAT, Wnba, is having an amazing rookie season, possibly the best rookie season of all time. The Lynx did a great job organizing the team, you know, letting players go like Jessica Shepard, but still maintaining dominance. Nafisa Kyler hasn't even played yet. The Las Vegas Aces are 14-5. They're second in the league as far as standings, and I think that people are very much so not understanding that they are literally one game behind being number one. And I think that that's very impressive for the Aces, given that their team has changed almost every year. You know what I mean? And for them to be dominant like they still are, I think that that's very impressive. The Golden State Valkyries are 13-7. I believe this is their second season. Could be. I believe this is their second season. I don't believe that this is their first. I'm just doing some homework. Yes, this is the Valkyries' second season. For them to be third, this is a great start to the franchise as a whole. They are 13-7, about 2.5 games back, and I mean obviously they're a playoff team. Right behind them, number 4 in the standings is the Atlanta Dream at 12-7. The Dream took a lot of hard losses recently. They could easily be in that 3 or 2 spot, to be quite honest. Some of these games they've been shooting terribly as of recent, and I think that has obviously affected them. Number 5 in our standings, the New York Liberty, our Commissioner Cup winner. They beat the Aces, I believe, 95-93 or to 83 or something like that, 93-85. No Asia in that game. She rolled her ankle, so pretty much an easy win. You know, Sabrina and Bree did their thing, and Sabrina and Stewie, I call her Bree, but you know that's that. The Dallas Wings at the 6th spot at 11-8, 4 games back. This is the dark horse. I personally think that the Dallas Wings are going to make it possibly to the WNBA Finals, if not the conference finals. I know that the Minnesota Lynx have their number. Olivia Miles has been cooking the Dallas Wings. But at the same time, the Dallas Wings have everything that they need in order to be the Western Conference final. You know what I mean? Team to come out the Western Conference. They definitely, I think, are going to make it to the Western Conference Finals. I think that's a given. I think that they are actually going to get to the NBA Finals, though, and that's just my opinion. Jessica Shepard, Odyssey Sims, Paige, Enrique, Ozzie Flood, Maggie, Elena Smith. They have so many players on this team that contribute. They're a handful, and I still think that they are. They have yet to play their best ball, to be quite honest. I think Odyssey Sims being on the team, Alicia Clark being on the team, just veterans like that, and having the youth at the same time. I just think this is a really great team. I think it's a really strong team. And if they don't get to the WNBA Finals this year, they will be there next year for sure. It's been a crazy season, though. Like I said, the Lynx have had the Wings number, beating them every time. The Dream have been playing up and down. The Toronto Temple, Marina Mabry is showing why she's really her. She cooked the Connecticut Sun recently. Had 9 threes on them. Tied most points in the game, 53 points. Most points by a female in a regular season game. She tied that. The Washington Mystics at number 8 are playing very well. 9-9, 500, 5.5 games back. You know what I mean? It could go either way for them, but they're very competitive. Miss Citron, I love her. I just love the team. I love the players that they have on this Mystics team. The Indiana Fever, you know, Caitlin Clark, we know what they could do. I think that they are trying to figure it out, trying different things to get Caitlin to be more effective in their system. For a minute, there was a lot of talk saying Caitlin don't have no bag, etc. You know, and I just think that them being in that 7th spot, I think that's appropriate. I think they are you know, an 11-8 team, around 500 team, a little bit better than 500 team. But I don't think that they are on the same level as the Dallas Wings, who are also an 11-8. So I think that this is just a record thing. I think the Dallas Wings are a lot better than the 6 seed. I think they are one of within that could be a top 3 team in this league. An honorable mention, even though they are having a terrible season, only 5 wins, 15 losses. The Seattle Storm have so much upside with Flage, Dom. Like, they just have so much upside. I really like this team. Natasha Heidemann out there, almost in a veteran role. They have a lot of upside. A Y fam, I hope I said that right. You know, like I said, Dom Malunga is just so, you know, it's a lot to be excited for in Seattle for the Seattle Storm. And, you know, having a rookie like Flage on your team who is putting up career highs, 28 points, you know, really showcasing her abilities, came from the Valkyries draft pick. I think they're doing well. I think they're doing really well, and I think next season will be a great season for them. Not this season, but next season. So with that, you know, just kind of going over the current standings of the season with the Commissioner Cup just ending, you know what I mean, like where we're at in the season so far. The Atlanta Dream is number 1 in the Eastern Conference, 12-7. The Liberty is number 2. The Chicago. The Indiana Fever is number 3. I do think that the Indiana Fever and the New York Liberty will leapfrog the Atlanta Dream. I think the Atlanta Dream will probably end up in that 3rd to 4th spot. Toronto Tempo is really working through injuries. No Kiki Rice, she's a rookie. Brianna Sykes came back, but I don't know if they have enough this season to really break into that top 4. I think that the Dream and the Mystics are going to be battling for that 3 and 4 spot. And we'll see. I mean, the Western Conference is so much more competitive in the sense of, I feel like, just where things could land. Even the LA Sparks at 8-10, you know, 6.5 games back from number 1, but literally, you know, 2.5 games back from the Wings. If the Valkyrie tend to go on a slide, any of these top 5 teams, top 4 teams go on a slide, the Sparks can easily work their way into that top 4. But, you know, the Minnesota Lynx at number 1 in the Western Conference Finals, I'm just messing up my words. It's been a minute since I made a video. The Minnesota Lynx, number 1 in the Western Conference, followed by the Las Vegas Aces, the Golden State Valkyrie, and the Dallas Wings. That is just such a competitive top 4 teams, you know what I mean? Like, for that Western Conference. Those are literally the 4 best teams, you know what I mean, in the league. So, I'm going to stop saying you know what I mean, and I'm going to wrap this video up. But I'm very excited to see what the rest of this season holds. I do think that the Dallas Wings can make it to the Western Conference Finals. I do think that they would be playing either the Aces or the Lynx. I do think if they play the Aces, they could beat them. If they play the Lynx, I think it is a toss-up because the Lynx have beat them every game this season. So there isn't much information there that says that they could beat the Lynx. I think with Nafisa Collar coming back, I hope that doesn't cause friction, and not in a competitive way within the team, but just systematically trying to make things flow. Kayla McBride's been playing very well with Olivia Miles, distributing the ball and her point guard abilities. The same thing for Natasha Howard, the same thing for Courtney Williams. So the Lynx are flowing right now. To be quite honest with you, I do think the Lynx internally have an issue because with Nafisa Collar coming back, you need her to average about 20 points. She's the star player. I don't know how she averages 20 points with Olivia Miles, or even higher than that with Olivia Miles being so ball dominant as she is. She very well has come and damn near taken over the team. Nafisa Collar might not be playing for the Lynx that long after this year. She might go somewhere else. Imagine Nafisa Collar on the Aces. That'd be crazy. You heard it here first. Or the Wings. Or the Valkyrie. But I do think that the Wings can make it to the finals. I do think that they will play against either the Aces or the Lynx. The Aces very well could use their veteran savviness and make it to the finals again. I think in the Eastern Conference, I really think it's going to be the Liberty and probably the Fever in the Eastern Conference Finals. I know that sounds crazy, but the Dream have not shown consistency or toughness. Like, these shooting slumps that they're going in are bad, you know. On the road, they're 6-5. Home, they're 6-2. On the road, they're doing terrible. The Minnesota Lynx away are 9-1. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just, I'm gonna stop saying it, but yes, that's why I feel the way about the Dream. So I think it's either the Liberty or the Fever coming out of the Eastern Conference, and it could either be the Lynx, the Aces, or the Wings. I don't think the Valkyries have enough to make it out of the Western Conference, but we will see. So if you watched the video up to this point, thank you. Again, I'm trying to make my comeback with WNBA. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot. I also will be dropping game pick and prop videos for tomorrow's games, which is Thursday, July the 2nd. And I believe we have a 4-game slate. Yes. Oh, no, we have a 3-game slate. We have the Atlanta Dream versus the Washington Mystics, the Dallas Wings versus the Connecticut Suns, and the Seattle Storm versus the Phoenix Mercury. So I will cover all 3 of those games, give my opinion, props, and picks. Please make sure you check out that video. And thank you if you got this far in the video. You know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibes. TSG Live, and we out. That sounded crazy. Let's go.